rumors are flying, and this is a late video. Why? Because Deebo Samuel, wide receiver from the San Francisco 49ers, has requested a trade. Lions need a wide receiver and already been linked, potentially contacting the 49ers on getting him. But before we get into today's video, if you think it's a smart and sound idea to take a knife and just start cutting yourself for no freaking reason, go ahead and subscribe to my channel because we took all things Detroit Lions news and rumors. And sometimes being a Lions fan, you can get all sorts of cut up. Also, make sure you take that like button. You let the bad boy get cut. Let's get into today's Lions rumors. Boy Deebo Samuel. Yes, he has requested a trade from the San Francisco 49ers. There is multiple reasons why this occurred. First off, if you don't know, you should know. Deebo Samuel is one of the best wide receivers in the NFL. This guy's a Swiss Army knife. Not only can he pass, he can play running back. At one point, he had more running yards and wide receiver yards than anybody. This guy was lighting on fire if you've seen the playoffs. He is the reason why the San Francisco made a big push. Offensively, it was him. It was the San Francisco Deebo Samuels. That's what it was on offense. Jimmy G needed to target. Deebo Samuel was the guy. They hand the football off. Deebo Samuel was crushing it. He's a physical wide receiver. He can make linebackers pay. He's great route tree. This guy is a special player. Exactly what all teams would love to have is that number one wide receiver, that guy that commands double teams, that guy that commands defenses to really scheme around. And imagine if the Detroit Lions could get a player of his skill set on this football team. Already, the Detroit Lions added DJ Chark in the offseason there to be a number 2 wide receiver for a 1-year deal. We got Amon-Ra St. Brown, TJ Hawkinson, Quintez Cephas. We got a good Josh Reynolds who we received from the Titans last year when he got released. You had Deebo Samuel. That pass game will be fire. What happens when you have a fire pass game? It opens up the run game. And with the offensive line that the Detroit Lions have, Swift could be making some big-time gains, and Deebo Samuel as well, because that's what he used. Why does he want to get traded? Why? Well, I'm sure he wants to get paid, and if you looked at the wide receiver market, wide receivers getting paid. Christian Kirk, big-time deal. Devontae Adams, big-time deal. He's going to get paid, so if the Lions were to trade for a Deebo Samuel, you got to understand he's going to command a lot of freaking money, a lot. $20+ million a year for a Deebo Samuel. He's 26 years old, over 1,600 yards last year. This guy is one of those guys you pay big money to because he is a big playmaker. He's a game changer. He will win you football games. No doubt about it. What would it cost to trade for said wide receiver? Well, at least the first round pick 32, from the Los Angeles Rams, and plus, you're going to have to give up probably a little bit more to the San Francisco 49ers. I was listening to Mike Valenti. He wants to give up that pick 32 and 34. Would you do it? Let me know in the comment section below. Would you make that deal right then and there? Would you give up 32 and 34 to get Deebo Samuel? No, I'm not going to give up that. First off, that is a lot. Okay, you're talking about nearly back-to-back picks there that can change a team, and we need help on this team big time. So giving up a early second-round pick like that, to me, is a no-go. Now, it's definitely going to cost, he does deserve a first-round pick 32, and it would be a plus. Would you do a first and a third-round pick for a Deebo Samuel? We got 2 third-round picks. That, I think, is possible. He would make your team better. Do I think the Detroit Lions make this trade? Well, Ian Rapoport says the Lions are interested. The Lions made a phone call. And Lions listed as one of those teams. So, clearly they're interested. Most definitely. But you got to understand the competition for him as well is going to be exceedingly high. The Kansas City Chiefs, 2 first-round picks. They would like to get a wide receiver as Hill is gone. Our formidable opponent, the Green Bay Packers. They are going to be looking, I'm sure, at a Deebo Samuel. Maybe they want some speed, but understanding that Aaron Rodgers is older, they would like to get a wide receiver that can immediately fill that spot of Devontae Adams. You know, you do go rookie, it could take a little bit of time, but with a Deebo Samuel, immediately that offense is fire. The Chargers could definitely use him. A lot of teams could use Deebo Samuel. So the price to get a Samuel is going to continue to go up and up and up as the teams compete to acquire him. I don't think that it would be a stretch to say, again, if the Lions really wanted to pursue him, they're going to have to give up multiple picks. Would Deebo like to stay in Detroit? Would he like to come to the Lions? That's yet to be seen. I'm sure he would like to probably go to a competitor, but in all honesty, I think his number one concern is, i.e., money, as well as does he want to be used so much like he was in San Francisco, running the football and pass catching, because you're talking about he was doing multiple positions, and a player in the NFL, you have a lifespan, and where you're taking the pounding like he has, you want to be able to kind of hold down that lifespan and career in the NFL as much as you can, because running backs, their career in the NFL is shorter than generally than other positions, and he's used in that role. So maybe you would have to let him know, hey, we'll use you as a wide receiver or whatever. He does not have a no-trade clause, so the Lions could trade him, but you got to understand, you would have to sign him to a long-term deal. So if you're wanting to trade for him, it's not just trading for him. You want to please him as well, because if you don't please him, well, you're just giving up that stuff for a one-year deal, and you don't want to do that for the type of capital you have to give up to give a Deebo Samuel. Let me know in the comments section right now. Do you want to trade for Deebo Samuel? This will be the pinned comment for this video. Y for yes and N for no. Let me know what you guys think upon this. I'm very curious to see what you guys think on this rumor here. It's a big rumor, and it's legitimately needs to be talked about. Me personally, I am going to be the opposite side here. I know it's not going to be popular opinion from my personal belief. My personal belief is, let's just go ahead and build through the draft. We're not going to go to the playoffs. In my opinion, we're not going to the Super Bowl next year or this upcoming season. There's going to be quality wide receivers at 32, at 34. So if they're really wanting to get one of those guys, a Treylon Burks, a Christian Watson, George Pickens, one of these guys is going to be there if that's the route you're wanting to go. And to give up another pick, a pick that can really help this team out. Understand, we got Amon-Ra St. Brown, a 4th-round pick, so like giving up these picks is a big deal. If you feel you have a GM that knows they can find talent in all rounds, you want to have as much draft picks as possible to fill all these holes that we have. We have a ton of holes. It's not just one. We have a ton. We have a linebacker. We have edge. We have safety, backup corner. We do need a wide receiver, a backup quarterback at some point. There is so many holes. We need to fill them in the draft. And Deebo Samuel, no doubt about it, will make this team a much better team in 2022. I have no doubt you could probably add 2 more wins to the Lions season. Is it good for the long haul? Is this something you want to deviate from Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell's plan of building through the draft? That's something that they got to decide. I'm definitely going to call the 49ers and ask them, what would it take? There's no doubt. But there is going to be a limit to what I'm going to give up. I'm not going to give up 32 and 34. Not going to do it. Can't give up that much. There is a limit. With that said, there's also a limit that I say, you know what? If the deal is right. You know what? What if you want to wait on draft day to trade for him? Maybe you really like Christian Watson, or you really like a Treylon Burks, and there's a massive run at wide receivers in the first round in a week. and you're determined, your plan was to get a wide receiver at 32, and the value just isn't there. And you know what? I'm going to call San Francisco. I'm going to get Deebo. There's your value at wide receiver. I can understand that, and I think that's a smart way to go. 100%. I think that is definitely a route they should consider, as well as other teams. Still, we need help with a linebacker, edge, safety, as much as wide receiver, and I don't want to lose on draft picks, so I don't miss out on those guys. So personally, I don't think the trade's going to happen. I don't think that the Lions want to give up everything to get this guy. If you look at what the Miami Dolphins had to get Hill, it was the frickin' haul, and I don't want to give that up. There's a limit. Let me know in the comment section what you're willing to give up for a Deebo Samuel. I'm curious to see what you guys think on this matter. Folks, what we do got going on in the upcoming videos, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to this channel. Make sure you subscribe to Lions Nation Unite. It's going to be an awesome show on draft. I'm there with Everything King, Herman Moore, Chrissy, the cat, the cool one. We're going to be there killing the draft. I'll also be with the Gridiron Blitz. When he goes for the NFL draft, I'm kind of going to be a little bit everywhere. Also, get ready for a video to drop on my channel when the pick is selected at 2, when the pick is selected at 32, and on day 2, it's on my channel. So we're going to be live streaming the NFL draft on my channel. So make sure you're here, subscribed for the latest Lions news and rumors.